Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. I want to apologize, guys. It's been a little while. I'm still in the process of getting that microphone that I oh so dearly want. I'm technically using my iPhone right now in order to do an audio-only video because for some reason, whenever I put this microphone with my camera, it's not working right, and I can kind of insert a clip right here about just to show you guys exactly what I've been experiencing. So this is what my microphone is doing now. And then I skip ahead.
I know, it just kind of like ended. And I do, because I don't want to get into spoilers.
I've tried to do my Halloween review at least 3 to 4 times. I've done at least 3 different video reactions and discussions, and for some reason, this microphone is just kind of at its last, at its wit's end. Yeah, so just stay patient with me. I'm waiting for my new one to come in. It's already been ordered, thanks to my amazing boyfriend, as a nice belated birthday gift. But anywho, guys, enough about that. We're here to talk about the last 2 episodes of American Horror Story, Season 8, Apocalypse. I haven't forgotten. I've watched episode 8 and episode 9, and though I normally do a top 5 moments kind of video for each episode, this one's going to be a little special. I'm combining both episode number 8 and number 9 to do my top 10 moments of American Horror Story Apocalypse Season 8. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into these because this video might be a little lengthy. Number 10, Cordelia confronts Michael Langdon after he finds all of his dead allies. And he's really serious at this point. She's trying to convince him to kind of come over to their side and that he doesn't have to follow his father's wishes. But he threatens to kill her and all of the witches and bring Miss Mead back. Number 9, Michael prays in a pentagram for about 4 days waiting for answers from his father saying, "Tell me what you want me to do or just let me die here." And of course, the 4 days just kind of casually goes by and he starts to hallucinate, and he sees his fears, and he states he doesn't know his purpose. And just an OMG sidebar moment, I'm screaming, and not the best kind of screaming, the worst kind of screaming. So there's a black goat that comes up to Michael and while he's hallucinating, and he asks if it's his father, and he just smiles and proceeds to stab the goat to death and rip off its horns. And then like snakes start crawling out of the space where the horns once were, and I'm just like, ugh. Anywho, this all leads him to the Church of Satan, where they're having a service and they're kind of like egging each other on to sin in order to pave the way for the Antichrist. And I thought the scene was brilliant and funny, actually. Like, the acting from Sandra Bernhard was skin-crawling and amazing. Number 8, a woman from the Church of Satan who is played by Gloria Lano. She is unnamed in this episode. And just a quick sidebar, she was actually the scared Latina in American Horror Story Season 2 Asylum, if you guys remember that. She was able to see right through our nun and see that she was possessed by the devil or some kind of demon spirit. But anyway, it's nice to see her back with the American Horror Story family. So Gloria Lanos' character, she attempts to help Michael learn about Satanism. Little does she know who she's talking to. So she explains all the riches she gets, which she says she sold her soul to have sex with Brad Pitt on Friday nights, and on Sunday night she gets Ryan Reynolds, which I thought this was so funny because I was not expecting that. But yeah, she talks about all the riches she gets, and Michael just isn't moved. He isn't impressed or anything like that. And he reveals that she's the one he's been waiting for, as well as the other members of the church. And the imagery in these scenes were crazy and visually stunning. Number 7, we learn where Miss Venable worked before the apocalypse, so I never thought we would see Miss Venable again. So Gloria's character pretty much tells Michael to stop feeling sorry for himself and to dig himself out of his self-pity doubts. And she just takes him as someone who can help bring back Miss Mead. So the someone who can actually help Michael, and there are these tech gurus, these crazy guys who are just always high on cocaine, and their names are Mutt and Jeff. And they're beautifully played by Evan Peters and Billy Eichner. So they say that they sleep with Victoria's Secret models, and they sleep with Ryan Reynolds on Thursdays. So I love that the Ryan Reynolds joke keeps coming back. It's perfect. Just a sidebar Easter egg, Mutt and Jeff is actually a comic book series. There were 2 Norwegian spies who worked for the UK, and they were members of the double cross system. So it just definitely seems to be a nod to that silly comic book. Number 6, our beloved techies managed to create Miss Mead, or Miss Android Mead, and she has the exact same mannerisms, attitude, personality of the original Miss Mead. And with Miss Venable working at RAI Tech as well as a receptionist, it's clear just how things are going to play out. So yeah, so that kind of like wraps up episode 8. So our number 5 moment falls right into episode 9. Mutt and Jeff are stressed and are freaking out because of Michael's lack of direction when it comes to cleansing the world. So Ms. Venable comes to remind Mutt and Jeff about the cooperative meeting, and this is the first time we hear about the cooperative. And she just kind of asks them, she wants, like, what is the cooperative? And she wants to be a part of whatever it is that they're planning because she's given up her life. She has no social life. She doesn't have a romantic life. And she doesn't even have hobbies because she's dedicated everything. They pretty much refuse to tell her anything, and she storms out of the room. And in some twisted way, this gives Jeff an idea of what to do with their Antichrist issues. Number 4, Michael kills some of our witches. The girls were in the room, like, practicing their magic as usual, and they're immediately interrupted, and they're killed by Miss Mead and Michael. And the craziest thing about it all is Denai Stevens was actually behind it. She does some sort of weird voodoo spell, and it lets Miss Mead and Michael right into the house. And instead of allowing Mallory out to just help save everyone, Cordelia, Myrtle, and her sneak away so that she could survive. And just a sidebar, we found out that in exchange for Dinah helping Michael, that she will be getting a 13-episode run of her talk show. And she kind of has this look on her face as she's looking at all the destruction and the death. She's just kind of like, was it really worth helping him just to get 13 episodes? I don't think it was. Number 3, we learned what the cooperative is. Jeff and Mutt talk to Michael through Miss Mead, and they try to convince him to just end the world and to stop playing games. And it's at this moment I almost wonder if Michael knows that they can control what Miss Mead is saying. Jeff and Mutt discuss the cooperative, its real name, the Illuminati, surprise, and its members to Michael. It turns out it's an organization of the world's most powerful leaders, included but not limited to Putin, Bill Clinton, Kim Jong-un, and Mutt and Jeff, who are at number 69, which they're very proud about. But anywho, Mutt and Jeff help guide Michael to make his next move, which of course is nuclear annihilation, which we kind of see where we are in the present timeline. And Michael doesn't care what it is. He just hopes that it'll destroy all of the witches, including Cordelia. Number 2, Mallory practices going back in time to save her sisters. They sent her to do a dry run back in 1913, I believe that was the year, to help her avoid jumping straight in and ruining the only chance they have to surprise Michael. She ends up piercing the past veil when she went back to help someone, but she didn't fully succeed. And instead of forcing her to go back, though she begged to go back, Cordelia and Myrtle go to Behold and John Henry just for some help. And they find all of their students, as well as those 2 at the Warlock School, all dead and placed in the shape of a pentagram. And finally, number 1, Michael has a meeting with the Illuminati. So let's back things up. Miss Venable is let in on the cooperative of the Illuminati by Jeff and Mutt. They put her in charge of an outpost for the end of the world, as we know about how that all plays out with the current and present timeline. But anywho, Miss Mead and Michael, meanwhile, they're meeting with random socialites, leaders, world leaders, business owners that are a part of the Illuminati. It's very interesting, and the way that it's filmed and portrayed is very sleek, clean. Everyone's kind of wearing like these like dark, shiny black masks, and I love the red gloves that Michael wears in the scene. They're the only bit of color outside of the full room of black and soft lights from the table lamps. And he gave all of the manuals on how things were going to work, where they were going to be put, and he just simply tells them to flip to page so-and-so and go to section 6. And that ends the episode, guys. So yeah, that's it. We're all caught up, and I'm really interested to see exactly where they go next with this, and are we going to be caught up to the present and current timeline in the next episode. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like rating down below and leave me a comment. Do you like the way this is all starting to come together? And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get more TV show recaps like this one. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!